There we go. Going live, folks, on a Wednesday morning in sunshine of Brisbane. But anyway, I'm going to hand it straight across to Elise, who's just come back from a sabbatical over there in Hawaii, and she can bring us up to speed with our guest today. He's also from the United States. Welcome, Elise. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too, Jeff. Thank you for having me once again. And today I am very grateful for Axay and I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Is it Axay?
Akshay.
Akshay. So
Yes.
Axay Shah, thank you so much for jumping in, short notice. Amazing. I am so grateful that you were willing to do this so quickly. And I have been dying to talk to you because I also have a raw diet myself. So this is going to be quite an interesting conversation.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. So for everybody to get to know you, because I don't like to read bios, I like for the guests to get to know you. Tell us your story. Tell us your story of where you were and how you got to where you are now.
Well, I am in Los Angeles. Basically, I am a businessman. I did diamond and jewelry business. And since last 16 years, I am on plant-based raw food. I don't have doctor degree. I am not nutritionist, but I wrote the book. It's a raw food manifesto, which is totally different than anybody is saying about diet and stuff. I'm only telling people how we got screwed up and how we can fix it.
Beautiful. Well, it's interesting because um, so many people have this story of they have cancer and then they go raw and the cancer cures, so it's really something that people need to hear, and I'm excited about it. So tell us your story of how your life changed once you went into this type of diet in your life.
Well, I didn't had any medical issue. I was totally healthy at age 50. But I started noticing that I do not have the same stamina and energy what I had before in 30s and 40s. So I started looking into it, and I observed one very peculiar characteristics about the human species is like we are the only one on this planet eating cooked food, and we are the only one is so unhealthy. All other species are so healthy, and if they are not healthy, they are going to get eliminated very quickly. And then I tried to research more and more, and I decided that this machine, the human, is made to eat plant based raw food. If we consider food as a fuel, then the plant based raw food is the right fuel for any human being, regardless where they are living, whether they are living in Australia, Africa, India, USA, anywhere. Human made, I mean, the machine, this human is only for plant based raw food. That's my conclusion. And I wanted to just start, and so I started just in a spur of a moment, and in 2009, and till today, 16 plus year, I'm enjoying it. And it's I kept doctor away. In this, now I'm 67, crossed 67, and I entered into 68 just last month. I kept doctors away, no medication, no supplement. Just started one supplement, but basically it is totally medicine free. And I ran 8 marathon during this time.
Wow. Wow. Amazing. So when you started the diet, did you notice a difference immediately in how you felt, or is it something that took a little bit longer to notice a
I
difference?
noticed within 3 to 4 week, I noticed that now I have better energy. I can now work even more. I'm more happy. My mood is much better. I'm getting better sleep. all very minuscule level, but I notice it. And then, it's like, now I don't want to discontinue, I want to continue and see that how much more I can gain. And that's the reason I kept going. And then today, not only 16 plus years, I did so many webinars, seminar, people talking, and everywhere, wherever I go and party, how can you do this? Why you are doing this? And the the irony is, my wife is excellent cook, and I am not eating. I am not eating cooked food. People calls me, you are idiot.
Wow, that's great. Well, I think it's important to share um, your story, because I feel that more and more people are starting to see that there is a difference when you do this kind of diet. But to them, it's all about, the first question I always get is like, well, how do you get your protein? Right?
Exactly. I know that. I know most of the people, they ask that, hey, how you get the protein? And I ask them the question, do you know how much protein a adult need? And most of the time they don't have any answer. They say, we don't know. I say, if you don't know, how can you quantify whether you are getting extra protein or less protein or whatever it is? Because you are just thinking that because you saw the advertisement on TV or read some magazine or something, and somebody told you that protein, 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 and you accepted it. That's not right. That's why, so most of the people, whoever is doing raw food and other stuff, what happens, there is no scientific anything, any information to back it up.
Right.
In my book, my own 21 years of medical record is there. And this is like, okay, this is the clinical study on my own. And I'm giving the data, because no matter how loud I can speak, data is much better, louder than me. And that data will give them, because everybody is skeptical. There are thousands diet out there. There is this diet, that diet, protein diet, keto diet, all kind of diet are there. And then it is, people gets confused what to eat. If you notice in one thing, and again and again I'm going to bring Mother Nature into our conversation, that Mother Nature taught me this, that, you know what, if this is the only way we can survive as a human, not only our generation, the generation later and later on, we are the most confused species on the planet. All other species, if you see anywhere, if whether it's a bird or fish or dog or cat or lion or anything, they all know what to eat. Even right from the birth, they know. It is hard wired intelligence. More important, they know exactly what not to eat. They will walk away. If it is something, they come, they smell, that they see, and if it is not for them, they will go and find something else. We are the only, human is the only species got screwed up so well. And I don't blame anybody. This is all because of the evolution. Human evolution caused this confusion. And I can see that, half a million year back, humans started eating cooked food or started using fire. Before that, there was no fire in human control. So then it's better, because humans started eating cooked food, and they started evolve much faster, better, smarter, compared to chimpanzee. 96 to 98% we are same. Only 2 to 4% we are different. So compared to chimpanzee, we evolve much faster and better and smarter because of the cooked food. So I give that credit to cooked food. But it was good then, when there was a scarcity of the food. When you eat, you don't know even when you are going to get your next meal. So to survive, to have, better life, cooked food was better. At that time, it was good. It was blessing. In today's world, our refrigerators are filled up from the top to bottom, all with the food. There is no scarcity of the food. And I can say that what was blessing at that time, in today's world, it is the curse. We are suffering because of the cooked food. I can tell cooked food is a dead food. Cooked food, I was eating like a pig. Before I started raw food, I was eating mindlessly. Being Indian, we live for we're eating. That is if you go to any party, you come back home, first question anybody asks, how was the food? If the food is not good, party is not good. Period. If food is good, party is good. That is how the culture is. That is how we lived. And that is what I was also. But I realized that at 50, I started seeing that people 60, 70, they are going down, decline. Their movement is less. They lost their privacy. They lost their freedom. They lost their confidence. They cannot do many things. They can do limited things. No, cannot. Sometimes people cannot go hiking, cannot do driving, cannot do swimming, whatever. All problem. I saw that I don't want to be like that. I want my freedom. I want to enjoy my life, whatever from birth to death. That is the life. That is the limited time we all have being as a visitor on this planet. I have to go one day, but I want to enjoy that life to the fullest, and I'm enjoying it.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So no aches and pains of any kind, I imagine.
No aches.
No aches or pains in your body.
No, so everything is wonderful. When I run, there is a pain, but pain is good. Pain is not bad. Pain is our sensor is telling to brain, hey, here is something problem. So then brain secretes the whatever the chemical want to heal. Pain. So this is in modern life. What people do, there is a headache. Okay, take some painkiller and that's it. That is not good. Why is the headache? What is the root cause of the headache? Whether lack of oxygen, lack of water, lack of food, or you have your tummy is upset, your gut is not good,
Or you're
gastric.
thinking too much.
See, I don't think if people are thinking, they will solve that problem. They are not thinking. Actually, thinking is very good, but thinking require energy. Thinking won't happen like that. They are thinking is like they are just splashing in the mud. They are not going in the ocean. Once you go in the ocean, there is ample opportunity. Sky is the limit. Thinking is very good. Being a poet, my imagination is go wild, and I know your the theme is a dreaming new dream. That is the theme. I actually few year back, 2 year back around. I made one video, my dream town, with the health wise, it's in that my dream town. What I picturized that in that town there are 100 or whatever crazy people like me eating only raw food. In that town, stove is not allowed. Any kind of stove is banned.
Any kind of
Oh,
what?
stove, you cook the food on the stove,
Oh, stove.
cook,
Okay.
cooking range.
Yeah.
So that cooking range stove is not allowed. So now everybody is eating plant-based raw food, and they are thriving. They are thriving that they don't have any sickness. People are very happy, and because of the happiness in the body and mind, there is not much the crime. There is the people are everybody is in good mood. There is no need to commit a crime, and so all hospitals are almost empty. Only people goes there for the injury, accident or sports injury. This is my imagination. This is what I want. Someday I will create a town, and there people are thriving, and based on that, then whole world is adopting that, that kind of concept, that hey, we can create a raw food lifestyle and it will help everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
Are you going to produce a book for husbands, such as
I,
You're still in and out.
you're going to get a how to survive a woman's headache with raw food?
I cannot hear you, Jeff.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
Now better, yes.
Right. Okay. My suggestion to you was: are you going to write a book for husbands, how to survive the wife's headache with raw food?
He's saying if you're going to write a book about husbands, how to survive the wife with the with the raw diet.
So,
yeah, how to survive the wife's headaches with the raw diet.
Yeah, how to survive the worst headaches with the raw diet.
I didn't. What headache?
The wife.
The wife.
Why?
The
So the thing now, this is the apart from this, humor. The raw food is not easy. I'm not enforcing this my ideology on anybody, including my wife or children or anybody else. It is it. My wife is now eating more raw food than before, and she loves to cook. She loves to feed people, and I help her to cook. I'm not against anything. I am for raw food. I'm not against anything, but for raw food, I'm telling people that hey, you know what? If you want to enjoy the life, you and like me right now, my dream is to run another marathon with my grandson.
Wow.
So that is the thing, and how many people can do that? So it is the fitness, not only physically but mentally, and people are seeing it. People, and this is not I'm not telling you to boast myself, but one time I was with my daughter, and some stranger asked her, hey, is your husband? She has to say, no, he's my dad. I mean, she's not looking old, but at 67 people are not taking me 67. They are asking ID sometime. What, are you lying or what? No, I'm not lying. This is what my life is. So it's people are seeing the benefit. People wants to be healthy. Nobody wants to be sick person. Nobody in the world. They don't want to. But why they are sick? Because I see cooked food is as addicted as cigarette.
Oh,
We
wow.
are all addicted. I know it is very bold statement, and I'm going to maybe upset a lot of your listener, but please forgive me. I'm going to speak my mind. I don't have any agenda. I'm not selling anything. And you don't buy nothing from me. I am not selling that, hey, you buy apple from me or banana from me. No, you go and buy. You buy whatever you want. And I'm not even telling you buy my book. All I want, my dream is I want to ask people, hey, awake now. Lot of been lost. Whatever lost is okay. Don't cry behind it. But at least from whatever age you are, and if you want to be healthy, don't even start raw food. At least start thinking about it and start doing research, your own research. You do research, right now. Chat GPT, Google, Gemini, all are there, and you ask them. You ask somebody, because I am asking people. So far I have not found one doctor telling me what I'm doing is wrong. That's how good it is. And not only the doctor says, okay, it's fantastic, we cannot do it, but if you are doing it and it works for you, keep doing it. So my my whole goal is not to convince anybody, not to give anybody anything, okay, because found out in last 16 years, the minute you start telling people you do this or you are doing this wrong, it never worked.
Yeah.
Let them ask me. And now people are asking me, because my book has been accepted in the Library of Congress. They
Wow.
read every page, every word. Nothing they found which is objectionable. And so it is a kind of institutional endorsement when Library of Congress accepted my book, and it is going to be there forever.
Wow.
I
Yes.
got that place, yeah. So and now it is, I got even the Kirker's the star review. They are like a Grammy award or Oscar award for the book. I'm not, it's like this is my first book. I'm not like an author, writing book after book after book, and somehow I got lucky. It is not like that. I spent time, I did research, I didn't depend upon anybody, because I knew that I'm going against the stream. Right now, for our, anywhere, whether in Australia and USA, anywhere, we have three biggest mafias. One is the food mafia, medical mafia, and drug mafia. They are controlling the whole world, everything, including politics. So now, how to do it? It is impossible for. So what I did, I don't want any endorsement. I don't want any corporation to support my research and this and that, because it's going to get polluted then. Rather go solo. I'm that's again, I'm trying to find out some people, like-minded people, and I will find it. It
Yes.
is hard, but I will find it. Like-minded people to now take this ahead again more and more, and I'm going to go one day. So I want to give this torch to somebody to even go even more. And there is the people. See, this is all rational thinking. If you are, let's say, anybody is working, your listener, anybody is working for what? To make money. If you are losing money, are you going to go there to work? It's totally irrational. It's impossible. Same thing applied to the food. Why we are eating food? We are eating food to create energy. This machine needs energy right from the birth. Before that, we get energy from our mother. In our mother, gives the energy, and we survive. But once we come to the world, we have to create our own energy. The minute you stop making energy, that's the end of the story. You are you are gone.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
at the death, what happens? You cannot create energy. Now once you understand this equation, the energy is so important for us. So in this machine, it's like very simple. Any of your listener, if they have car, they want to maintain the car. They want to put right gasoline. If it is the 87, 89, 92 octane, whatever the best gasoline in there, or electrical, so right electrical charge. They don't want to do anything wrong. Otherwise, this machine is not, car is not going to function, and they have to send it to repair. If that fuel is that important for that machine, why we cannot think about this machine, this human body, excellent machine in the planet, the mother nature created in such a way that everything is possible. I had a shoulder tendonitis. My other friends say, hey, Akshay, we are aging now, you have to take the shot or go for surgery, that's it. And I said, no, let me do myself. And within 6 months, with the raw food, with the hot and cold and theragun and massage and this, that, gone. It's gone without steroid, without surgery. And, I can do pull-ups now. That much is cured. It is the healing is possible if you give the right energy to the body.
Yeah. Have you seen the Curlian photography of food? So I think I'm saying it right. Curlian or Curlian?
Brilliant.
Curlian. So have you seen that where they photograph the like vegetables and fruit and they have this light coming out of them, like this beautiful light, and then they take a picture of the food after it's
Mm.
been cooked, and after it's been cooked, there is a little bit of light in there, but not to the extent of when the food is raw. So because we are light beings, this is light. We're eating light. We're eating, like you say, it's what our body needs is the light of the sun. So basically, I'm probably just talking to the choir here, right? Like, what is fruit? What is a vegetable? It's the light of the sun that has been converted into a fruit. So you're basically eating the light of the sun. Like you cannot get any more beautiful than that, any more energy than that. This, you're getting the energy of the sun in your body.
You are absolutely right. And there is a couple of study even more than that. And then you don't need all these fancy gadget. If mind, let's say if any seed, anything you put it in a soil, it will sprout and it will bloom. One day it become plant and maybe tree. What is in there, that whatever seed or beans or whatever you put it in the soil, in the soil, is life or light or energy. That energy, eh, provided they get the proper environment, they can reproduce. Now once you cook it, that beans or that seed, that's it, you killed it. Now no matter how much you put the fertilizer in there, it never going to grow. That once any beans or seed you cooked it, it is dead, period. That this is so simple that even anybody without any this fancy gadget to see the light, can understand. Second thing is, there's a guy, billionaire, named David Murdoch. Is not related to the Fox Murdoch people. It's different. Is in real estate. His wife and his mother both died in breast cancer or cancer. I'm not 100% sure, but cancer. He donated all this money, and in California, Northern California, he did he made one research center, and they found out that when the fruits or anything on the tree absorbs the sunlight, and that sunlight is so good for human to fight against the cancer. Now we are so much, we don't understand this mother nature made the package so good. Let's say, example, apple. The apple skin is so good that it's not allowing oxygen to go in. That the packaging is so good that it is keeping the pulp intact. Nutrients is good. The minute you cut, the oxidization starts and it depleting the nutrition. Now the skin has so much power to even protect the pulp against the sun for so many days. It's not only few hours or so. We cannot stand in the sun for a few hours, our skin will start burning. So if the skin of whatever fruits you eat or vegetable, and if you eat, if you can eat, it is so good. And I even tried. As I said, I'm crazy. I do a lot of experiment. I experimented eating avocado skin. How can you eat? And I found out, I did research. Avocado skin is very nutritious. And I have avocado tree in my backyard. So there is no pesticide, no chemical, no nothing. If you are buying from market, wash it well, wash it in vinegar. So no pesticide, no chemical goes into your body, but you can eat. So if you want to eat, you can find the way how to do it. There is so many other way. A lot of people, they eat cantaloupe. Cantaloupe people eat only the pulp and they throw away the skin. Skin is gone. Only 5% nutrition is in the pulp. 95% nutrition is in the skin. And we, the smart animal, the intelligent animal, we throw away the good part and we only eat the bad part. And not bad part, it is also good. Pulp is good, but is not as nutrition as a skin. So if we do research, we question everything, and that is the only way you can have the right solution. Before starting raw food, I was not thinking all these things, because I was also eating between me and my son. I used to eat like a pig, so we can finish the whole pizza, just two people. The large pizza, California large pizza, is
Yeah,
very big.
I do miss pizza a lot. I have to admit, I miss pizza. I miss
Yeah.
it.
So the thing is, I was eating mindless, but then once I started eating, now my food, content wise, the quantity wise, is maybe the 20% or 25% than what I was used to eat before. And my energy is, maybe I can say, I don't know any meter to measure, but I can say is around 200%, not 100. It is amplified so much energy wise. And that is the reason I don't need any medication. I can heal myself when I'm running. Of course, my knee needs to heal. All joints need to heal. All muscles need to heal. Everything needs to heal. And only is possible if I have enough energy. On the other hand, I can give one analogy. Let's say whether you are in USA or in Australia, or and Jeff said, what city you are in, Jeff?
Brisbane.
Brisbane.
Yeah.
Brisbane. Let's say Brisbane example have a revenue which is a lot of good revenue. Out of they are collecting the tax and everything, lot of revenue. Let's say in other city do not have revenue, and we can compare. If the city who has more revenue, the city is clean, there is no crime, people are happy, there are so many parks there, a school there, library there, recreational, all the events is happening, music events, and all everything is happening very nicely, and all the citizen of the Brisbane city is thriving, is very very happy. But on the flip side, if any other city, I don't want to name it, now if they don't have a revenue, now there is a lot of crime. First of all, no police, and the education system is so screwed up now. School and everything is bad, library is bad, teachers are bad, less amount of pay to the teachers. Nobody want to go even become a teacher there. Only the people who don't care just go. So everything is a domino effect. Now less revenue, the city is in chaos. More revenue, city is thriving. Same principle applies to our body. More revenue means more energy. Energy is a currency. In our body, everybody have ATP. ATP is a full form is adenosine triphosphate. That the only currency universally, everybody have. Right now, I know in Los Angeles, I have American dollar, and in Australia, you have Australian dollar. That's the currency. But here, this, there is no discrimination. Everybody, Africa, India, Japan, China, America, everybody have only one currency, that's ATP. That ATP is, if once people understand that, hey, this is the currency, now I have to have more ATP, and how can I have more ATP? Now, now the equation becomes more clear, that hey, if the good city have more currency, so more money, so they can do whatever they want. The rich people can do whatever they want. They can go on vacation, they do what, everything. Their life is wonderful. And the poor people, they can't. Why? They don't have the currency. Exactly same principle applies to our body. Once you have enough currency, now you can wake up early, you do a lot of work, and still you are not getting tired because you have more currency. People are getting tired, not that they work hard, but their energy level is gone. By 5 o'clock, coming to home from the work, they are done. They want to drop into the couch and watch the TV, gobble up, wine or beer or whatever, and that's it. And they want to go sleep.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
that is what happening. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, okay, thank you, Jeff. An ATP enzyme, primarily known as ATP synthase, a remarkable molecular motor that creates adenose-triphosphate, the universal energy currency of all living cells. Very good. Thank you so much for that information. So, I wanted to get back to your book. So, so tell us about what's in the book. Is it what we're talking about, or is there anything, what else is in this book?
So, Alyssa, it's like this. We need some kind of guidance to do anything. Let's say anybody wants to learn piano. If once somebody gives piano, won't learn that quickly. But if there is some tutor, somebody instructor, some guide, somebody, then one person can learn properly and faster and better. This book is a guide. This book tells how I did it and how you can do it. And I tell people, okay, don't be crazy like me. Go gradual. I did 100% from day one. I tried to be 100% from day one.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
the
don't
same.
Yeah, but don't do that. Go gradually, because it's a hard. So instead taking out anything, just introduce more fruits and vegetables into your meal, whatever you like. Don't worry about nutrition, nothing. Don't worry. First thing is, first of all, I have a 5 rule. I did a lot of videos. The 5 rule, first is you have to accept this, that you need this. If you don't accept it, it is not going to work. So don't even first you start. This is the first, is the mindset. Mentally, you have to accept this. It's like the alcoholic person has to accept that, okay, I'm an alcoholic.
Yep.
Now I need some help.
Yep.
And
Yep.
if then only, otherwise, or smoker, whatever the addiction people have, they have to accept that this is bad for me and I have to change. If they say no, this is okay and good for me, then okay, I have to all I have to say, God bless you. Nobody can help you. But if you need the help, go and start first mentally, and then start gradually. It is the mindfulness and awareness, it comes with to you automatically. This will bring you, now your cognitive power is so strong. So far is your limbic brain is overpowering. I want cigarette, I don't care what happens, that doesn't matter, I know it's just. So that kind of limbic mentality is going to take you to the wrong path. But now you have good energy, you can go to your cognitive brain is going to tell you, no, 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 you cannot smoke cigarette, you cannot smoke, take the alcohol. So it is like, you cannot eat toxic food. Food, cooked food, is toxic for human consumption. That's what I understand, and I proved it here, and I can prove it anytime, any discussion, anybody can toxic means is not that good. And now that is the reason people are hurting themselves. And now to once they get hurt, they have to repair again and again so many things, and then body get tired. Your brain is going to get tired. It's in it's like in USA we have 911. In emergency you call 911 and police come and fire brigade come and everybody comes to help you. But if you call too much 911, nobody is going to show up. Our brain is getting same thing. Too many emergency. Everything is emergency. So we have to first calm down, bring whole machine in a synchronized in a such a harmony that now everything is the brain knows what my even toe is doing. That much communication between the every organ, my liver, my kidney, my lungs, my heart, everything is synchronized in a such a way. This is one body. We gave the name different organ, but still it is one body. And what we are doing is like killing the one organ and giving some help to another. So coming back to the book, so it is giving you the guardrail. So when you hold the guardrail, it is not only supporting you, you can go at higher level very quickly. Otherwise, you are going to fall down. Without guardrail, it is
Yeah.
you are going to quit, or you are not understanding. Anything you don't do without understanding, you cannot do it. Whether it's a business, whether it's the art, whether anything, even any sports, to to play the sports, whatever sports you are doing, whether it's the tennis or basketball or whatever, you have to understand the dynamic of the whole game. Once you understand, you can play well. So this is to understand the dynamic of our body, how we can create more energy with the very limited resources. We don't need any fancy stuff. We don't have to buy even fancy stuff. I tell people, if you want to buy, maybe you can buy one mixer or something to make a smoothie. Otherwise, don't buy nothing. You don't need, whatever your knife and your vegetable is fine. Chopper board, you chop it and you start eating. So instead going fancy, go standard, go follow the mother nature. Mother nature is going to nourish you so well.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. Now, I know that there are some foods that people have that doesn't agree with them very much, like peppers or onions or stuff that like broccoli. Supposedly broccoli is a hybrid. It's not a real vegetable and things like that. So what do you want to tell us about that?
So if somebody have allergy of something, I have allergy of eating any beans, any legumes. I can't eat because the minute I eat, I'll have the gastric trouble. So
I
I'm
think
not
that's
eating.
everybody. I don't know anybody who doesn't have that problem with legumes.
No, no, even the cook one. And before even I started raw food, I was avoiding legumes because of the gastric trouble. So I'm not eating. I left even the milk dairy 30
Yeah,
year back.
yeah, me
Maybe
too.
the dairy lactose intolerance happened into my body and I quit. So don't eat. Your body is signaling you, don't
Yes.
eat. This is right now your system is not good. So somebody have a walnut allergy, or somebody have almond or nuts, some kind of nuts. Some have other allergy and gluten and wheat and this. So stay away from that for at least momentarily, at least time being. Then once you heal, you try something little bit. You are not going to die with that. Let's say somebody have the walnut problem. After staying on the raw food, after maybe 4 year 5 year, then try it. Maybe it is now not there. So you don't have to have phobia of not eating forever for life, because the machinery inside is changing. That so whatever you don't like, don't eat. Whatever your body is first, that is most important thing, Elisa, what you said. You have to listen to your body. And people forget how to listen. They are not listening. They are just watching the 1 o'clock. Whether I'm hungry or not, I have to eat.
Yeah,
Oh, it
exactly.
is I'm 6 o'clock, I'm hungry or not, I have to eat.
Yep.
That is the worse than animal.
Yep.
The animals are much better. If they are not hungry, they won't eat, no matter
Right.
how much food you put in front of them.
Yep.
So we have to, first thing is listen to our body. If once you start doing that, it is going to give you right cue what to accept, what not to accept. And then hybrid and these, that is, there is a lot of question. But one thing I suggest to all your listener or anybody who wants to understand, ask yourself whether this food is good for me, it is going to hurt me, or it is going to help me. Let's say if you eat mushroom, and if you don't know about mushroom, it is whether it's good for your health or not, don't eat. But if once you do the research where this is the edible mushroom, this is not the poisonous, this is not the bad one, then you eat. So this is the basic study. When you have to do it, everybody is different, everything is different. Whatever available in Brisbane, it is some maybe not available in Los Angeles. So we have to be more careful about what we eat. And once you eat, it become mindful that you are not eating just food to please your palate and tongue. Now you are eating to create energy. And that, with that thought mind process, it's a thought process, it is going to give you the different, totally different kind of energy in your body.
So what do you know about oxalates? With kale and spinach and the greens that are causing issues for people, especially vegans, that eat a lot of kale and spinach and things like that, and then they're having issues with oxalates causing issues, in their body.
So it's like this. Your body is not going to accept anything you make a change. Even the small change in the body, your mind is going to get upset. If you cross your finger like this and your pinky, left hand pinky is down, you try to put the right hand pinky, and now you have to struggle. And not only struggle, your brain is going to say, no, no, this is not right. Only one pinky. Or let's say when you fold the hand, let's say left hand it came up, and then you try to make the right hand, your brain is not going to accept it. That little bit of that discomfort is going to your brain is going to tell you. Now you have to overpower that. This is the mind over body. So your mind has to say, no, this is what, let's say kale, some people don't like it. If there is a real allergy or problem, they get rashes or any other uh, tummy problem, don't eat. But there is the oxidation is kind of is the gray area where it is not 100% people getting it because of that or not getting, but you have to used to it, get used to it. Don't try everything at a time. Try one thing at a time so you understand. And then slowly, gradually, this is a slow process. This is not a quick fix. This is not for weight loss. This is not for something which is you just eat to fix your, if you're overweight or obese. No, this is not going to happen like that. You have to be proactive, understanding the dynamic of the food, and dynamic how you can get the maximum out of it, and that you have to figure out. And I am not really, I'm, as I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not nutritionist. I cannot give 100% what affects everybody. What I did here, all scientific review on my book, but that is I studied it. So I don't want to tell something which I don't know.
Right. No, absolutely. But I was just wondering if you had issues yourself, or if you had heard about the issues with the oxalates, with people and oxalates on those types of foods.
So a lot of thing happens. It's just a psychology. They ran the study that in one stadium they just announced that this particular area, the Coca-Cola was contaminated, and so don't drink. And all of a sudden, everybody started throwing up.
Yeah,
Coca Cola was not contaminated. This is the mental game.
yeah,
This
it
is
is.
what happens.
Yep.
This is the real life. This is, it it was then they, yeah, this was no nothing. Don't worry, nothing is there. But that is exactly happens. Our brain, is so much sensitive about the information they get. And once they get information, you have to filter it, you have to analyze it, and you, as an intelligent animal, you have to see what you can do about the on the spur of a moment.
Yeah,
So this is the reality. So all this, information you get for, oh, you, if you eat this, okay. So in I have observed this. In the morning you get some news: drinking coffee is good for health. In afternoon it comes: drinking coffee is bad for your heart. In night comes: drinking coffee is bad for sexual activity. Whatever, this study is every day, 3 4 5 study, different study for the same thing. So who to believe?
right.
And is all funded by, if you see this study, who funded these?
Yes,
All those PhDs are throwing out these studies funded by somebody, and you don't know who is doing what for what. So
right.
this is, we don't have to, I mean, I don't know about all this study, but I question everything. I don't take it at par. Any study, doesn't matter who wrote it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So tell me, what does your diet look like every day? Like tell us, your usual, you know, I'm going to say weekly, diet. Like, what are you eating in the morning? What are you eating for lunch?
Yes. So in the morning I drink green tea. I used to drink coffee lot before, but I don't know what happened. I was like a heavy coffee drinker, 5 6 mugs a day,
Wow.
every day, and
Wow.
I needed the fresh coffee. I used to keep even my office the beans and the grinder. So fresh bean grinds it, and fresh coffee. If I don't smell that, I don't won't drink it. So I was that much addicted to that coffee. But something happened. I don't know in my, and I quit the coffee and I started drinking green tea. Since then, that time, I think it is maybe around 20 year back. Now I'm drinking green tea every day with a lot of ginger in there, cinnamon, and Indian style chai masala. Masala means all the spices. Is a clove, black pepper, cardamom, all those mix, and I put a little bit of saffron also. Saffron is good, and that it gives me the green tea with, and then I take as for breakfast, small amount, small quantity. Oh, here is this morning, of the this much almond and walnut, just fistful. That is my day starts.
Okay.
Then if I'm hungry, I will may eat around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock before going to work. One banana, maybe I'll take it in my car, maybe not. It all depends. But then afternoon lunch, couple of fruits, means whatever seasonally available fruits. It rotates every, it's the different fruits you get seasonally, and then luckily I have a lot of trees in my backyard, so I get a lot of fresh fruit from my backyard. But
Lucky
if
you.
you are not, yeah, whatever fresh available, get that fruit. I'm eating that for lunch, and coming back to home, dinner, I eat any vegetable, but all this is raw. So let's say if I'm eating avocado, so in avocado I put some salsa, some Indian chutney. Chutney is a hot sauce, and then I put some seeds, uh, black vinegar, yeast flakes. All those stuff makes my dinner very tasty. It is not just salad.
Right,
And
exactly. Yeah, that's the problem is people think of that you're eating salad all the time, and that's not necessarily true.
I
Um,
don't eat salad at all.
yeah, I mean,
Sometime I have to eat, because let's say if I'm gone to some party and stuff and they
yeah,
have only, so it's okay.
or the
I
restaurant. If you go out for a restaurant, that's what I eat. I eat a salad because that's the only choice.
they don't even there. I had one time my kids took me to the one restaurant in San Francisco. My son was at that time he used to work there, and in the morning we went to one restaurant and for breakfast, and they didn't have anything. So the waiter came and I said, "What you have?" He said, "Okay, we have avocado." I said, "Okay, bring the avocado. Get one avocado and that's it." So he brought it. He made so fancy dish, and he cut the avocado, and so whatever is available. I'm going on cruise. I'm a businessman. I go even business trip. I used to go in a lot before. Now I cut down, but I'm traveling, so no issue. You go even in the airplane. I order fruit plate. Every airline, no matter which airline you going, have the fruit plate. I'm eating that, and sometimes they miss. One time they said, "We sorry, we don't have." No problem. I have my nuts in my bag, Ziploc. And that will I can carry on for 24 hours
Yeah,
without eating even.
yeah.
So that is my routine every day.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it's you keep it very I don't want to call it basic, but very, yeah,
It's a basic,
it
but
doesn't sound like it's a lot either. I rely heavily on nuts too. I just love my nuts, and my body does really well with going to the bathroom. If I eat, because I try to be a fruitarian for like a month or two, and my body was like, going to the bathroom was not it was very, it was,
easy.
yeah, it was just, it was easy, but it was not, you know, it was just a mess, like just like almost having diarrhea, but not diarrhea. So it was not, so I had to go from fruitarian to raw, meaning like vegetables, because actually nuts are fruit. The right nuts are fruit because it's a fruit of a tree. So they're called nuts, but they're actually the tree bore a fruit, and that fruit is the nuts. So those nuts are considered fruit. Tomatoes are considered fruit. Anything that grows from a flower is really a fruit, right?
Correct.
So, there's a lot of to me, it's easier to be fruitarian, adding a little vegetable here and there. But
But here,
fruitarian alone was too much.
so fruitarian is good, but here is the issue. And let's say even Steve Jobs went all the way, kind of fruitarian and eating a lot of carrots and stuff. And why they fail? Fail means even Gandhi, and I see these two hero, two genius people. And I even wrote one blog about comparing both and what happened. So eating just a fruit is okay, but not all the time. Little bit fine is, but not all the time. The reason is fruit have property to clean your body.
Oh,
It works like a detergent for your body.
okay.
Now your body, this cell, millions of cell is dying every day. So we have to replenish those cells. Now, fruit do not have any property to rebuild the cell. Only
Mhm.
vegetable have. So
Oh,
if you don't balance it, if you just eat fruit, what is going to happen? Your body is going to deteriorate slowly, because now you don't have a regeneration of the cells or healing power or something, your muscular power, everything, even your bones, everything needs vegetables. So if you don't balance it, and that's what happened with the Steve Jobs or Gandhi, because what happened here, I'm trying to study why people failed, and this kind of genius people failed, why? And they have tremendous information. The Steve Jobs studied 2 books, and those 2 books were is a ground level. It was very right, but that's why anything information is good only if you analyze it properly and understand properly. That's why I'm giving this book even, let's say somebody read this book but they don't understand properly, is going to get screwed up. So this is again, all this is scientific. This is whatever I wrote in this book, it is not about culture, not religion, no fad, no trend, tradition, nothing. This is what the science says. I'm still understanding, I'm trying to understand, I'm still a researcher, I'm still seeking the truth. Somebody told me, what is your game? I said, no, my game is to seek the truth. Where is the truth? Why people are failing? And people failing like that kind of people, and is unbelievable. And most of the other people are failing also because not understanding how food react to our body and how body react to the food.
Yeah.
This, if you don't understand this, both together at the same time, it is not going to. And as I said again, I am not a doctor, I am not nutritionist, I'm not trying to say people do this and do that and it is going to cure. But basic understanding if you have, then it is going to help you itself. No wild horse going to doctor to become a strong. Wild horse is a strong by nature, going to run and eating just a grass, and still he gets the protein. And that protein, oh wow, from where he got protein? No, he don't have to worry about from where he got protein. He gets
Yeah,
the protein.
I think the eating protein thing is a psyop myself. I
It's a
think that
hype. It is a
it's a,
hype
yeah, it's a,
because if when I ask people, they can't answer. And right now, if anybody is listening, and if they ask themselves, they don't have answer. But if you ask Doctor Google, they say adult people need 56 gram, 56 gram of the protein, and
yeah,
then say, how do you know how much you got? How
yeah,
much protein? I'm not measuring. A lot of people ask me same question. I say I'm not measuring how much protein I got.
yeah,
I know I have enough protein because I can run marathon.
yeah,
If you don't, if you don't have enough protein, your muscles are going to give up in mile 10. Forget about 15 even. So
yeah,
you need to strong muscles to hold your body. I am 140. My son is 170. I lifted my son on my shoulder on his wedding, and I was dancing on the street, and people filmed it, and they said, "What? You are smaller than your son and you can put him on the shoulder and you can dance at this age?" This happened in just 2 years back. At that time also I was 65. So at 65, if I can do that, it proves that I have strong muscles. Otherwise you cannot lift more than your weight. So I'm not going into that, how much protein, how
right.
much
It's
omega, da
all,
da
yeah,
da.
yeah. I
But
don't believe it either. I'm the
yeah,
same.
but if you have to go to the doctor, let them do the blood test,
No, I don't do
and 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 no, and my doctor says everything is good. Your numbers are fantastic, and all numbers are. I put it in my book, open to public. Even my son says, "Dad, you even left your medical number, record number." I said, "I don't care."
that. Yeah. Well, so tell us, oh, you're so funny, Jeff, with that. Okay. So
Doctor, good.
tell everybody how they can find you. Where can they find you? Your website, your book, is it in Amazon, all that good stuff?
So if they go Amazon and they search for Akshay, Axay, last name Shah, Shah. If they search my name, this book will pop up. Thank God, right now I'm on top of on the Amazon. I was number one couple of week back. I'm coming back again, but
Beautiful.
thank you. My website is rawfoodist.com. The raw foodist is RAWFOODIEST. Extra E there for education. So rawfoodist.com. I have several other, but this book and all information you can get it from there. Uh, yeah. So Amazon is right now is the right one to get the book.
Great. Fantastic. Excellent. All right. Well, I have enjoyed our time so much. This has been wonderful. I am so I always love to see the stories, of success people are having eating a raw food diet because I believe in it, because I do it, because I haven't been to a doctor in 10 years. And it's
Very good.
because, yeah, it's because I eat what nature provides. And of course, I try for it to be organic. And whenever it isn't, I just bless it and I know that I'll be good. And so, yeah. So, anyway, everybody, thank you so much. Please go visit Akshay on his website as well as buying his book or try it. Try it. Like, seriously, it's worth a try to see the change it can have in your life. So, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much for inviting, and it was a wonderful discussion. And even better, maybe once you read the book, we can have another different conversation from any chapter, any particular thing you want to understand, or I want your feedback also. Being a raw foodist yourself, I would love to learn something from you.
Well, I'll tell you this one thing that I kept wanting to tell you and I forgot. But before we go, there is a girl named Raw Food Christina on YouTube. She has like millions of followers, and she
Correct.
has amazing recipes, amazing,
Right.
just all kinds of info in there. So if everybody is wondering, oh, what should I make or blah blah blah, go. I mean, she has amazing, amazing stuff in there.
Right, I know that, and a lot of people told me also, hey, write the recipe book and stuff. I said that a lot of other people are doing it.
Yeah,
So I don't want to be the compete with them. What people are not doing it is putting the scientific data, because to convince somebody, no matter how much loud I speak, nobody is going to get convinced. Only data can convince,
yeah,
and I'm not even happy with my own data. I would like to collect another, as I said, 50, 100 people crazy like me, and to go for clinical study. Clinical study is very expensive. So that is my goal. That is my dream, to go for clinical study, large scale, and let people then take the decision.
yeah, absolutely. Sounds great. All right. Well, again, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
Thank you, Jeff and Elisa. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Don't drop off. I'm just going to click this and then we'll go back.